So, what will happen for the person who is dying? Next question. What is the process of death? As I told you, at the time of death, the jiva has to leave the body, right? The leaving the body means pranas have to be withdrawn. We have 5 layers, 5 koshas: Annamaya kosha, Pranamaya kosha, Manomaya kosha, Vijnanamaya kosha, Anandamaya kosha. Pranamaya kosha is, prana is used for controlling the body. The prana is used for the controlling the body. You can think it's like more like a steering wheel or something like that. So the jiva is taking the prana while going to the next leap. The jiva, soul, is taking the prana, vital energy, for going to next body. Because it requires that prana to control the body, next body. Okay. At the time of sleep, the jiva, the individual soul, merges with Brahman. But it doesn't take prana. Prana it lives in the body because it knows it has to come back. The ignorance is not gone.
Does it need the prana in between the transition time also? Going from one body to another? It requires, right?
It is taking the prana. Prana only is taking that. Prana is the energy which takes. Okay. So as the prana, when first the process of death he is explaining, right? As the person becomes old, okay, one by one the body functions start deteriorating. The control over the body starts going. That means prana controlling the legs, eyes, they start weakening. Okay, you can see many people as they become old, there is no energy for them to move around. Okay, some people will lose the hearing because the devata related hearing is already left. Before even the prana comes, before the death time comes also, devata of hearing has left. Okay, some people lose the memory. The devata responsible for memory is already left. Eyesight starts diminishing. Okay, as the death approaches, all the pranas merge with mukhya prana, the main prana. Okay, the 5 pranas are the aprana, apana, vyana, udana, samana. The 5 pranas merge into one prana, and that one prana will get concentrated in the heart center because heart is still beating, life force is there. Everything else starts becoming cold. Okay, and because all devatas are left, all devatas related to sense organs are left, the jiva, individual soul, is not able to see something, hear something. All these sensations are gone. Hearing, seeing, everything is gone. Okay. Then a light opens up at the heart center. The light is actually the taijasa, the light, the consciousness, guiding the jiva out from the body, guiding the individual soul from the body. Many people who go through death experience, they explain that they see a tunnel of light. There's a tunnel of light which opens from the heart center. Okay. And then the jiva can go from any part of the body. Okay, there are openings in the body. How many openings are there in the body?
9.
Navadware Purishe. 9 openings are there. 5 organs of action and 5 sense organs. Okay. The prana can go through any of these organs. Right? When you say prana goes through any organs, prana is actually conditioning of the consciousness. Okay. Somebody whose life is always focused on sex, his prana can live through sex center. Okay. Somebody is focused on food all the time, the prana can live through mouth. Prana means ultimately energy channel. Prana is the energy. So energy is like water, right? If water keeps flowing in the town, okay, rainwater keeps flowing, it creates a marks. Okay. Next time rain also comes, next time next time there is a rain, it also flows in the mark. A river bed, right? River keeps flowing and leaves a mark. Like the prana, throughout your life, how you are using the prana, that leaves a root. Path. And at the time of death, that most used path is taken. A predominantly sex-oriented person will leave the prana, will leave the vital energy through sex organs, or it may be through the anus, the lower organs. Okay. Somebody who has a lot of desire for food may leave the body through prana. Somebody who is very interested in the world, okay, he is always, eyes are looking for attractive things in the world, may leave the body through eyes opening. Very few people leave the body through Ajna Chakra or Sahasrara. Okay?
Adna Chakra, why?
Huh?
Why? What is it?
Yeah, a person who if a person who has meditated throughout his life on the Ajna center or Sahasrara, Upasana. This is called Upasana. Okay, there's a Upasana of Devata. People do Upasana of Shiva. Merger with Shiva at Ajna Sahasrara. Or Shakti Upasana. Or Devata Upasana they do through these centers. These two centers, Ajna and Sahasrara. These are called higher centers. One who does Upasana through these higher centers, the energy channel is set there. Because of every day he does that. Right?
That route is already made.
That route is already opened up. Otherwise what will happen? At the time of death it won't open up. Okay? So what will happen? He leaves the body through that Ajna or Sahasrara. Leaving the body through Ajna or Sahasrara is considered as a great death. Because then he is not born in the lower level lokas, the lower level planes. A person who is going through the lower level organs of the body, the death, he will be born in the lower level planets, lower planes. A person who is going through higher level centers of the body, Ajna and Sahasrara, he will be born in the higher planes where there is no return required. No return is there.
These sense organs, mouth or ears or nose,
Huh.
if they leave, they'll be on the earth only.
Yeah, I mean they will be
So
either
lower is lower lokas, higher is higher lokas.
yeah, some of these centers will be in the earth plane. Okay, so like that, the death through the Ajna center or Sahasrara is considered as auspicious, very auspicious. So there is a tradition in some of the families in India, or even monks, some of the monks. When the monks die, when the monks or family members die, they bring a coconut and break the head open. Okay, to allow the prana to go through that point. Okay, the head is broken. Okay, not after death, not at the time of death. No, I mean they don't break the coconut to kill the person. So they break the coconut to after death is over to unlock. Actually, it's not that this thing. A person who has done meditated, person has done upasana, a person whose Ajna Chakra and Sahasrara is opened, and they experience the vibration throughout their life, and they do upasana on that, their death, at the time of death, automatically the prana moves through there and they reach higher level loka. This is the path which is available for reaching the Brahma loka. So this typically happens when the Kundalini is awakened through the grace of the Master. You can experience the vibration at the Ajna and Sahasrara. But you should respect that and you do upasana on that. So that will become your route for going to higher level loka at the time of death. That center gets opened up. That channel gets opened up. Okay. So this is how the death happens. The person who goes through the lower level centers surely will go through a lot of suffering in the lower planes. The person who goes through the middle level, the eyes and mouth and ears will go to earth plane or heaven. And only one person who goes through Ajna will go to higher level planes, and Sahasrara will go to highest plane. Even that is not liberation, that's not mukti. Okay, it's actually, I have already told, there's a passage to Brahmaloka. Okay, the higher level plane of existence, Brahmaloka. The mukti, Jivan Mukta has, for a Jivan Mukta, prana doesn't go anywhere. There's nowhere to go because there's no desire to acquire another body. So that's why it's always meditate on your Sahasrara center. That's a great open the great gate. If you daily meditate on that, that gate will be open. At the time of death, just doesn't open like that. What is it? So, and then what happens? His good merit and sin, the papa and punya, will take him to either heaven or hell, where he will make a journey. If you have lived your life in a good way, in a dharmic way, you have spent your life in japa, tapa, sadhana, punya, and you have become free from karma, always it is possible to go to a higher plane of existence. It doesn't say it's mukti or liberation, but at least less of suffering compared to earthly and other planes. So what things he cannot take? He cannot take any objects. He cannot take the house, he cannot have relatives, he cannot family members, job, position, power, nothing will come with him. What comes with him? His karma comes with him, good karma and bad karma. Sanchita karma, agami karma. Okay, agami karma and sanchita karma which is there. And vidya comes with him. Vidya means the knowledge acquired, spiritual knowledge and general knowledge. Whatever knowledge he has acquired in the world. In this life he has been a businessman or merchant. Next life, if he is a businessman or merchant in this life, next life he will start with a good background of business. He doesn't have to start from scratch. Right? So I know some children, right? One child, from a young age it shows lot of ability in the business. And the family members don't have business ability. He has a lot of business acumen. So that surely there's a good the wisdom acquired in the past life. Then another child I know is very good in this thing. What is it? Vehicle design, car design. From the age of 2 or 3 he starts doing automotive design, very advanced automotive designs. Definitely family members don't even know what is automotive parts. The child knows, and child has not seen through TV or movie or internet. Child start buying various automotive vehicles which are manufactured in Germany and all. Must have been an automotive designer in the past life. So some of the knowledge which you have acquired, vidya, okay, that will start you, that come in the next life. And of course the spiritual knowledge, adhyatma vidya, whatever your spiritual knowledge you have acquired in this life will be a starting point for you next life. All Upanishads, Vedas, Bhagavad Gita, what you read, okay, then next life you don't have to start from beginning. You have already the base. Okay, you can make further, proceed further. That's why Sri Krishna says, whatever sadhana you have done in this life will not go waste. Okay, there's a story in Osho's life. Osho, when he was born, the story is the Osho Rajneesh, when he was born, it seems he didn't drink the mother's milk for 8 days. Okay, 8 days he didn't drink the mother's milk. So somebody later in Osho's life, Osho asked him, why didn't you drink the mother's milk 8 days? He said, in the previous life I was a Buddhist monk. Okay, and as a Buddhist monk I had taken something like 21 days of fasting, upavasa, as a vrata. And he died on the 13th day. 8 days of fasting was pending, and once he was born, he completed the 8 days of... So what happens, as the person becomes more evolved in spirituality, he will retain the continuity of his past life. Many people, it will become discontinuous, they'll forget. Whereas a more advanced soul will have a continuity of past life memories, and they will continue straight from there. Okay, so like that. Shloka I have to tell. Yeah. So then he takes Vidya, which is knowledge. Vidya includes Paravidya and Aparavidya. Aparavidya means whatever he is doing for survival. Aparavidya, medical, engineering, all those things. The soul will be able to take the knowledge of a good amount of knowledge of that. He may not know exact subject, but next life when he starts, he will have the basic already. Okay. So then the knowledge of Atmadnana, the self-realization, whatever Upanishads, Vedas you have studied, all those things will not go waste. That will go. Karma will go. And Purva Pradna means at the time of death, not only the impressions of this life, the past life impressions which are required to take you further also will come. It's like the life is a series of continuity. So 2 lives before, 3 lives before, whatever you did, all of them will now come. Now what is next to be done? It will take. So like that, at the time of death, you leave many things behind, but what you can carry is good punya, jnana, atma-jnana, okay, and knowledge you acquired in your profession. Those things you carry. So while we are alive, we should spend our life in such a way that by listen to as much as possible Atma-jnana, self-knowledge, spend our time in Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasa, purify ourselves. By grace, we may have liberation and enlightenment this lifetime, then there is no question of rebirth. Because of some prarabdha karma, if you have to go for next birth, we do not worry, because we start from a very, very the knowledge or understanding which is very high. So from childhood itself, we will be able to start off with our spiritual practices. So just to tell about this thing. When I was a child, I was very much attracted by yoga postures. When other kids are playing, I used to try to master yoga postures. Okay. There's nobody to teach yoga, but I used to try to learn yoga postures. All this came from past life. Many of the understandings of what I have in this life are a continuation of whatever I have done in past life. And what I am doing is now is actually making insurance for the next life, if it is there. Whatever I am teaching, okay, whatever I am teaching, I know very well that it will be carried forward to next life if I take a rebirth.